Hey guys, this is Jay Chen and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about starting strategies and in particular prices, starting prices. So here we are, we're back. If you click on the left over here, next to the market, you click on prices, and these are going to be the starting prices of all the goods. Okay. So we're going to take a look at these and see how this might affect or not affect your starting strategy depending on what you want to do. First thing to note is that these prices will stay the same for the first 72 hours. So exactly, oh no, sorry, not 72 hours. Oh no, I don't remember. But on the third day, it changes. I know that. Sorry, we'll double check that later. Anyways, starting prices. How will this affect things? I think the first thing I always like to look at is what are the prices of the level 1 goods. So the first one being cotton. Cotton's at 15. Cotton's it's pretty high. Fresh fish is at 14. It's decent, right? Oil's at 11, so it's a little bit lower. Pigs are at 12. Yeah, it's a little low. Stone is at 11. Yeah, it's the low end, right? Wheat is at 13, that's alright, and wood is at 18, that's pretty high. I think that's the highest I can go. I don't remember what the highest it is. I think the lowest was 7, highest is 18. So having a low of 11 is actually pretty high compared to the relative lows. But anyways, so starting with that, right, with some of these starting prices, I have a feeling that a lot of people aren't going to go into stone or oil or pigs. Um, this sort of happens. It's very unfortunate that people let the beginning prices dictate what they go into. So keep that in mind, right? So for example, wood is very high at 18, but if everybody builds a forest first thing, it's gonna drop really quickly, and there's gonna be a lot of wood on the market, and no one's gonna buy it, right? So that's like the if, right? The if situation. If everybody does this, then this happens. But who knows, right? Will everybody do it? I don't know. But that's something to consider. It's definitely something to consider. Okay. The other things to look at are what about the other prices? For example, furniture is the highest at 100. I think it naturally is the highest before. Newspaper is also up there at 99. What else is pretty high? Clothes at 93. And next, I believe, is bread. No, I already got that. What am I missing? Toys. Toys at 71. So toys is not that high. Right. Okay. So those are your starting prices. Um, if you take a look at some of these prices, what will people do? What do you want to do? It's somewhere to consider. Okay. For example, if you want to build um, the best starting building, I guess, it would mathematically, it would be a furniture shop. Not the furniture factory, whatever it's called. I don't remember what it's called. Mathematically, that would be the best for two reasons. One, because furniture is at the highest, so 50% or 150%, 100 gives you a lot of money uh, per furniture sold. So there's that reason. The second reason, if you can't actually see it from here. You have to go to Sweden and take a look at it. Here's my Sweden. If you go to Sweden and you go to your shops and you click on furniture shop, you'll see that furniture shop, I believe, has the best base stats and starting efficiency. 4055 versus 4045. See, it's a big difference. And toys is 45, 48, 45. So you can't actually look at Sweden for the kiosk and grocery stores, because in Sweden the grocery store and the kiosk didn't get nerfed, whereas in the U.S. version they did get nerfed because they were just too good. Anyways, so strictly speaking, strictly mathematically speaking, a furniture shop selling furniture, that is the best starting building, mathematically speaking. Now, obviously, there's a huge amount of risk in doing that. The one risk, because I mentioned in my videos, not everybody's going to start off with a furniture shop. And then if everybody starts off with a furniture shop, there's going to be no furniture to go around, and people are going to have empty furniture shops, and they're not going to be doing anything. So there's obviously that risk, right? Keep that in mind. When I said this is the mathematically best building, that doesn't mean it's the best. It's just mathematically it's the best. The other risk is just the risk of having a shop, right? You could build a toy store first thing, right? You could predict, oh, well, not a lot of people will be building a toy store, so I won't have any competition. I'll grab all the toys from the market, no problem, right? And you could be right, you could be wrong, but competition aside, you still actually might not be able to buy enough toys to stock your stores, or not just toys, but of any of the goods. So if you decide to build a grocery store, you might not be able to find bread. You might not be able to find frozen fish. Okay, that is one of the inherent risks of building a shop first. And because of that, building a shop first is actually, the greatest return. It comes with the greatest risk. Like I said, that's how business works, right? More risk, more return. So if you want to take that risk, starting off with a shop is the best return on investment. It is the most risky, but it is the best return. Okay. Let's see. Do I want to point out some other things? I think there's something else I wanted to point out. Oh. Starting out with a gasoline shop and a liquor store might not be that great, because if you think about it this way, if you buy alcohol at 36 and you sell it at 150%, you make a total profit of 18 from that one shop, right? And then minus your stockpile, you get a little less than 18, whatever, right? But at 18 a unit, it's not really that much. You get 18 a unit for making wood, and you don't get as much taken off from stockpile, and you can make more wood than you can sell alcohol. Strictly speaking, all factories can produce more than a shop can sell. So keep that in mind, right? So if you're gonna sell alcohol and you're gonna sell gasoline first thing, you're not gonna be making a lot of money, not as much as you think it is. And then on top of that, you still have the risk of not being able to buy that good on the market. Something to consider. Like I said, if nobody does it and you're the only one to do it, then chances are you'll probably do better than everybody else. The normal strategy is just to build whatever you want. Really, I mean it's the first day, so just experiment, right? And that will conclude it for this video. I think next video I'm going to talk about starting specialties. All right, have fun, guys. Bye.